Planet Zoo has been rated E10 Plus by the ESRB for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It is generally suitable for people aged 10 years and up. From the turreted castle and Main Street to Monte Cristo Island and Kukwana Land, Bartholomew Zenon's Zenon Land is protected by the Night Sheriff. Day and night, he is burdened by a witch's curse to be aware of all that live and play within the massive fantasy theme park. Now an attack on the park by a monster hunter who knows far too much threatens everything, guests, staff, and fellow supernaturals taking refuge in the park. The Night Sheriff must scramble to uncover not only the source of the threat, but secrets of the park of which even he was not aware. If he doesn't, he may be doomed. The park may be doomed. Even the world may be doomed. And that's a lot of doom. Get your copy at Amazon.com today. Hey kids, this is Jack. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Emerald Deep Zoological Park and Planet Zoo. Guess what we're doing today? If you guessed Bengal Tigers, congratulations, you caught the clues. We are, in fact, adding Bengal Tigers to the zoo at this far end corner. We're actually not that far from the southern border of the zoo and the southern corner of the build space. That's kind of impressive. I've never filled out a zoo this far, this much before to that extent. I do have some things that are pre-built that I plan on using in this habitat. I expect this is going to be a long build, so I am going to make use of a couple of blueprints. I want to especially make note of this one. While I did the other ones, this one is not mine. This one is actually the creation of someone who calls himself the Sonic Manipulator on the Steam Workshop. And I will include a link to this blueprint on the workshop. So if you're interested in downloading it yourself, you can. But the reason I'm using this instead of making my own is because it's already going to be a long build. And this could have taken me an hour just by itself. So, like I said, Bengal Tigers. I have a mated pair in storage. One of them's even a white tiger, which is very cool. I originally had two white tigers until I realized that they were brother and sister, and I was like, no, that's not a good thing to add to your tigers, especially if you want them to breed. So, the rest of the zoo is running fine. I do have one alert, but it's based on this. What it's saying is this this info sign right here for the tigers. It's not doing well. It's not, right. There's a problem with it. Well, of course there's a problem with it. It doesn't have a habitat attached to it yet. But it will. It will. Whoops, hold on. We just had a Chinese pangolin die on us. So let's take care of it. Well, okay, is she about to die? Yes, she's about to keel over. Watch this. It's sad. She stumbles and she dies. Any minute now. Any minute now. She'll die. That's what the alert is. You see, according to this, she's already dead. She just hasn't stopped moving yet. The game does that sometimes. Let me see. Oh, and she was pregnant too. Oh my gosh, look, these guys are old. Probably Ken's about to die. Okay, before we get started on the Chinese pangolin habitat, let's replace both of our, or not the Chinese pangolin, but the Bengal tiger habitat. Let's go ahead and replace the two Chinese pangolin with slightly younger models. Let's see, we're gonna put her in there, and we'll put him in there. Wait. Okay. First, let's get rid of him. And then we need a girl. Hope they're not all gone. Oh, I hate when that happens, when it's like, okay, I go and I look and there's plenty of girls, and by the time I get around to actually buying one because I'm double checking everything, there just aren't any female animals. This is sad. Okay, you know what? We're going to go build a... Oh, it's raining. We're going to go build a Bengal tiger habitat, and when we come back, we will try again to find a female Chinese pangolin. All right? Now, I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I needed to tell you guys before we get started, but you know, I don't really think there is. I really don't. No, I can't think of anything. Oh, I've got protesters. You know what? I'm going to turn off notifications. I don't know what they're protesting, but I can deal with them after the habitat is finished, don't you think? If I keep dealing with alerts, I'm never going to get the habitat finished. I want to get the habitat finished eventually. So we're just going to go do this. Now, I'm not really sure how much room the tigers need, but I'm fairly sure that this is more. But I don't care. I like the idea of a big, huge habitat where they can roam around a lot. You know, not necessarily the best thing for the viewing pleasure of the guests, but you know, you got to make some sacrifices here and there. So this will be our habitat space. Let me get rid of these rings now that I've got it basically outlined. That'll basically be our habitat space. You know what? Let me adjust this a little. I want this to be a little bit of more of a straight line. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but I want it to be more squared off than it is. Does that make any sense? A little bit like that, yeah. Okay, yes. So, quick check. No, now they're all... Whoa, got it. Whoop, I got her. You gotta be fast. Okay, now all I gotta do is remember where to put her. That's the hippos. That's the koalas. That's the benarongs. This will be the raccoons. That's capybara. My lord, I've got a lot of... Isn't there just one over here with, like, a roof? Oh, it's over here. Here we go. There we go. All right. So we got our pangolins. Hooray. I probably need to reset the sign on their habitat. So anyway, let's get back to the Bengal tigers, which are going in over here. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to have so much space is because they're going to have a large swimming area. I have plans for that swimming area. You're going to love it. So anyway, guys, I am going to turn this over to the speed build, and we'll get started on this, and I will talk to you on the other side. See you then. Our next habitat is going to be the giant South American otter. And that should be a fun one. I don't know yet what I'm going to do for him, but I'm thinking about it. I'm definitely thinking about it. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the very next video. Bye-bye.